What role did socialism play in African liberation? Imagine a time when countries across Africa were fighting to break free from colonial chains. Socialism became a key part of their fight for independence. It wasn't just about political freedom but also about changing how economies worked. Leaders like Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana and Julius Nyerere in Tanzania saw socialism as a way to build a new society rooted in traditional communal values. They believed that pre-colonial African societies were naturally communal and without class divisions, so adopting socialist ideas made sense. Instead of copying Soviet or Chinese models exactly, they adapted socialism to fit local customs. This meant focusing on community cooperation, self-reliance, and rejecting the idea that class struggle was the only way to change society. During the anti-colonial movements, socialist ideas helped unite different ethnic groups under a common goal. Leaders used socialist rhetoric to rally people, promising not just independence from foreign rule but also economic independence. They promoted policies like land redistribution, creating state-owned businesses, and replacing colonial civil servants with local people. These steps aimed to take control of resources away from former colonial elites and foreign companies. The hope was that this would lead to a fairer society where wealth and power belonged to the people. The Cold War made socialism even more appealing in Africa. The Soviet Union and China offered support, military aid, economic help, and ideological backing to African countries that rejected Western influence. This support often strengthened socialist governments, but it also pulled many African nations into the larger struggle between capitalism and communism. Some leaders saw socialism as a way to stay independent from both superpowers and pushed for non-alignment, trying to chart their own course. The results of these socialist efforts varied. Some countries made progress in education, healthcare, and infrastructure early on, but many faced problems like mismanagement and corruption. Centralized planning sometimes caused shortages and economic slowdown. Agricultural policies, like collectivization, often disrupted traditional farming and led to food shortages. Over time, many African socialist states faced debt crises and turned to international financial institutions for help, which often meant adopting more market-oriented policies. From a communist point of view, African socialism was a step toward breaking free from imperialist control. It aimed to build societies based on collective ownership and social justice. Although some critics say these efforts had flaws, many communists see them as necessary moves in a larger fight against global capitalism. They also valued the focus on anti-imperialism and Pan-African unity, which aligned with broader communist goals of worldwide solidarity. It's important to remember that African socialism often rejected the Marxist idea of class struggle. Instead, it emphasized national unity and traditional community values. This sometimes caused tension with more orthodox communist groups, which believed class conflict was essential for revolutionary change. Still, socialism played a major role in shaping the ideas and policies of African liberation movements. It was a way to imagine a new society, one that was free from colonial rule and economic domination. While the outcomes weren't always perfect, the influence of socialism remains a key part of Africa's post-colonial history, shaped by the Cold War and the ongoing fight against neocolonialism.